Hello and welcome. Don't mind me, I was just trying to meditate away my seething, burning rage. Today we will be unboxing this new printer. While I go over every reason I've grown to hate this one. This is an Epson WorkForce 2750. At first I thought this was going to be my end-all be-all love of a printer. However, it has in fact become a hated X. That is going to go where all hated X's go. This Canon printer is a Reservoir style, and I'm not going to have to deal with all of the BS that comes with the cartridges that gave me all my hate.
The reason why I had to get a new printer, even though that one sort of basically totally claimed to work, was the fact that I had put new cartridges into it, printed one document, and then didn't use the printer for 6 months. I came back, and it didn't want to print. Not because there was anything wrong with the ink, or anything wrong with the cartridges. What was wrong is it said that all the ink was empty. It actually comes with a setting where if you need to clean the printer heads because it sat too long, it wouldn't let me access that setting. It just said I had to buy new ink, that it was all empty, when I knew I only printed one document. It also wouldn't let me print in black and white, because I got a new black and white cartridge, and all I needed to do was print in black and white, and it's like, no, you need cyan. You need the other two colors.
Nobody gives a about.
So, I went and researched, and I found what I wanted turns out to be called a
Reservoir
style printer. Meaning there are 4 reservoirs you can add ink into, and you can tell what level they're at a glance, so the printer
can't
lie to you.
What brand? This is Canon?
This is Canon. The SP and HP and Brother all make a Reservoir style now, but I'm not going to buy an SP printer for a long time. They burned me the way that Lexmark did, and we all know what happened to Lexmark. I like how I do unboxings. Alright, I did that upside down, but we're going to be okay. As you can see, here is how you do your ink. That is way more ink than you would get in any cartridge you buy. And overall, this printer, if you had to fill up the old one at least 4 times, this one pays for itself. Those $219. It comes with enough ink to drown a small child. And you don't get cheated every time you try to print a document. Get my hands on this baby. And I swear, oh, this better not be what I think it is. There's a cartridge in here. What kind of cartridge is this? I'm gonna find out, because that allows them to lie to me. There will be war.
So like you shouldn't have took it out upside down.
There's a return policy. If it's broken out of the box, I can get a new one or get my money back.
I just don't suggest doing that. That's all.
It needed an extra hole.
Oh. I just don't suggest opening it that way, just so you're not abusing their return policy.
Do what I did, but flip it. Also, I need a new chair or a new belt. My belt's rubbing the leather on this. I'll know if it's picking up. It's making the sound reminiscent of Taco Bell. This is a Canon Pixma G5020. If I'm saying that word wrong, then you need to pick a real word. Basically, thing I'm all on about is it's got these reservoirs. You can see Oh, that's got tape on there. You get these reservoirs, you can see from the outside knowing exactly how much ink you have. The computer cannot lie to you. They can't program it to lie to you. They can't release a software patch, which I don't know if any of them's ever done. Can't release a software patch that allows them to say your ink cartridges have been in there for a certain amount of time. They're empty. It's literally, you fill these up, which should just be a little pop right there. So you pop this. You take your ink and you
fill it up.
And you're done.
So, that little quart, when you flip that lid down, first of all, does that go all the way down, or do you have to push down on it to lock it? Okay, so you do have to push down and lock it. Two...
Well, you do if you want it to keep functioning for the longest period of time. If you're maverick like me, you can just be like, that's totally fine, bruh. Actually, I plan on keeping this printer for a long time, now that it can't lie to me.
Speaking of the line, so when we got this, one of the workers said that, hey, you know, one of the issues that you might have been having with your previous printer was the ink was gelling, basically. And he said something about being able to prevent that with this one, simple as doing a printout or something like that. Do you remember what he was saying?
Yes. Basically what he was saying is, like with all printers, you either need to have a head cleaning cycle you can take it through, or you need to print on it to keep that from happening. He suggested with this one, once or twice every other month. And that should keep it from gelling up. The previous one had a setting. I had previously been able to, I think it was 3 or 4 months, and it gave me the option of using the head cleaning. But for some reason, this time it just said they were empty when I know they weren't. So this printer, it's kind of a step down because it doesn't have a scanner, but I've got other scanning methods. And it doesn't come as a fax machine, but I've literally never used the fax machine that's built into it. It's got everything I technically need. It's got Wi-Fi, and basically that, and it prints stuff. And that's all I really needed out of a printer. It comes with your inks, as I said. Enough to drown a small child. Comes with...
What are those?
I don't know what these are. I'm going to have to read up on them. There's 2 of them, and one is... Oh, I know what these are! These are the actual print heads that the ink goes from these bottles, goes to the reservoir. Reservoir goes to this line that's in here, if you can see this. And from that line, it goes into these, and they act just like the normal print head cartridges, only they're basically nothing but a temporary holding place so that it can print using the same technology the other printers use. So they're able to make this style of reservoir printer without having to make major technology changes besides putting in this and making sure that it stayed on its track. Alright, let's take this tape off and slip into something a little bit more comfortable. Ooh.
Oh, was that just something?
That was to hold this piece in.
Okay.
Some of this tape I don't understand what it was there for. Some of it I completely do.
Or is that on the bottom?
Yep. But no, there was just a piece on the front that I couldn't tell if it was protecting anything. So that looks like all the tape. So that's the unboxing. I'm happy I have a printer that will actually print without lying to me.
Are you sure that's not, does it scan though?
It does not scan.
You can't load paper in the back and it doesn't scan it by chance? I'm really just curious. For that price point, I thought it was
I was willing to give up the scanning functionality.
Okay.
The last time I scanned something was over a year ago, and my cell phone has this really nifty app that I just take a picture, or the app uses my phone, takes like a couple of dozen shots, and then makes a good version of the shot out of it, turns it into a scanned document.
Oh.
So that's basically the video. Thanks for watching. If you like, comment, subscribe, sub, whatever the things you're supposed to be doing on YouTube.